Yes, I reckon you can ask yourself that question again. How the hell in the world did you end up here? Ever since spotting this cave from across the valley, my curiosity about caves has gotten the better of me again. So this was gonna be our home for tonight. Pity. The camera was never nearly capable enough of capturing the difficulty we went through just to have arrived. Was it maybe its location, the vantage point, the valley, or the forest below? Still, I'm unable to tell. But to have arrived was enough for now. The maps didn't make sense at all. 4 kilometers in 7 hours. That is slower than a snail. Yes, of course. I managed to crash my drone again. Only 340 meters away from us. But that meant I had to hike up the mountain for another 1.5 hours, or I must rather say run. I had to get to it before it ran out of battery. But just as the majority of instances in life that happens, I've felt fortunate to have ended up here. I've just found South Africa's own Stonehenge. The eastern cardinal marker had its own perfect equinoxial slit, and its northern marker, exactly where one should expect it, to the north, and in the south, yeah, you are right, a magnificent southern stone. And this is the beginning. Initially we've set out just to have a peep down into this valley, and then once we've seen that cave, there was no way to unsee it. The cave across the valley from us immediately became our next focal point. We knew we had to find a way to get to it. The most logical route looked like to be coming from the bottom up. Because we're off our road. This is what all mountaineers warn you about. Don't go off the track, especially when there's rain coming in. Fortunate, lucky, and relieved. Those are both names I can conjure to describe the feeling we had once we discovered our road leading down this mountain as the rain rushed in on us. There's a nice winding trail here down there by the river's creek. Way too optimistic, idiotic, and wrong. Was I to think that this was going to be a hit and run mission? We only packed enough provisions for the day, thinking that we'll be back there and back like a hobbit's tale in the evening. After we've conquered the cave, we will at home, drinking hot chocolate and talking about our endeavors. We can get over this waterfall dry. I think we'll be able to walk. So now we're going to try this. We're going through the hopping and bouldering. That looks like a swimming cave. Of course we won't be able to climb the ledges. And it sounds like there's a waterfall at the end, so we're not going to take this route, seeing that it's already almost winter and it's extremely close, this water on a normal day. We're going to try and push up there along this ledge, through this, hugging this stony ledge here on our left hand side, and try and make it over the gorge. But there seems like there's been baboons and stuff traveling along here before us, but instead of the road, almost semi-accessible, like walking on a mattress. Scrambling through the ferns. Yeah, it's not easy being a mountaineer. Getting really tense now. Yeah, this ain't fun no more. Needless to say, this was where we abandoned the mission. Yeah, they're all bleeding. This is what our second attempt looked like. Much of the same as the first attempt. Going waist deep through bushes. Just, yeah, bulldozing away up this mountain. So in this kind of terrain, slow is steady and steady is fast. For the majority of the day, we never really saw the ground we were walking on. We were only guessing, was it a rock, a cliff, a crevice? or a stick.
Oh, we're gonna sleep nice tonight. The cave is now right below us here.
Yeah. So once we've reached the point where we thought the cave would be exactly underneath us, we decided on sending up the drone to see which way was the easiest to access this cave. It immediately became apparent that trying to access this cave from the top down, that would have been a suicidal mission. So we decided to push on a little bit further. Seems like there was a nice valley to descend in, coming down from the northern side, running into the cave. But still, both of us was pretty unsure whether the cave was even accessible at all, and with the sun dwindling down, we knew we had to hurry up.
So this is by far the most difficult expedition I've ever been on. These are all buchu trees, a very sought after medicinal plant. We're sliding down this ravine now. This is so beautiful. Oh, I had some close encounters coming down these cliffs. It's just cliffs all around us, and when you're going down you can't see what's really underneath. Would be nice to get to the cave before sunset, because here on the left is a lot of cliffs. Not quite sure how we get to that cave. The sun is punching down, running out of daylight. Oh, it was a hectic day today. Oh, but this is the reward. We've made it. Yeah. Yes, we've made it. Oh wow! Oh wow! It's even more spectacular than I have thought. Hope not to be sharing it with any predators tonight. Gonna be our home for tonight. I can guarantee you not many people has been here lately.
Relieved were we to cast off our backpacks, take off our wet shoes, and just kick back and have something to call a base where you can relax without any anxiety of the road ahead. We quickly set up camp, started a meal, and then explored the cave a little bit more. It became apparent real quickly that nobody or not many people has been here before. There were no real hearth or fireplace to speak of, no Bushman paintings, and any signs of baboons ever being here, which made this even more spectacular. It was inaccessible beyond the capability of baboons.
Biryani and rice, hardest campsite I ever had to get to, but must say the views make up for the difficulty. Look at what we wake up to.
After a much better than expected night's rest,
Not many people have slept here. It's got this bluish, must be from copper. At embeddedness is all these quartz veins. You see, here's a long piece of quartz. This is all quartz. So I know if the softer one roll it away.
and just like that, it became time to say goodbye to the cave. And I knew that I wasn't going to be seeing this cave anytime soon again. It was just too extreme to reach.
Don't think I'll ever see this cave again.
But I reckon To have been able to spend the night here with my daughter on a exploratory, expansionist experience far exceeded the comforts of life. So we left this magical place with a feeling of satisfaction. Seeing this cave from across the valley 4 weeks prior, we now rank with only a handful of other people on this planet who've spent the night here.
Some of nature's essence. Squeezing through here.
We've managed to capture a moment in space and time which would have gone uncaptured unless we were there. Thanks again, nature, for sharing some of your silent secrets with us.
Yeah, we managed to get out alive. Unforgiving valley, this one.
So I'm standing here in the middle of what I believe is South Africa's own Stonehenge.
There's these massive Jenga blocks just strewn around. I'm going to try and send up my drone. I've lost it up here, to a hike up here, but luckily I found it. Especially that stone has got this peculiar gash in the middle like a marker.
Hey, maybe it is just the affirmation that nothing is really ever beyond a person's reach. And if you believe you can, obviously you can. And if you believe you can't, you are 100% correct.